imagination.
Yeah.
I am hitting send on things so people know we're thing.
Nah.
Yeah.
No one needs to know we're live.
Yes. Yes, I do. Listen, this is the only time I give everybody.
What? You give everybody what?
I just see me as a psychopath, unhinged a little bit. It's fine.
Nick.
Killing them all.
That's a perfect quote. For the time.
Anyways,
I don't know why my subscriber thing isn't updated. It's supposed to do it on the 3 subs, but
you know. Also, hi everyone.
the stream boss works though.
Perfect.
Nice.
Perfect.
And now
I'm
Jay
taking
is
my
the
own
stream
help.
boss. Yeah.
I'm thick.
Listen,
got
that
all the
works
help.
because it's the DM tonight. People can
I'm
fight the
thick.
DM.
I got all the health. Damn, 200? All right, I'm a barbarian.
300.
What is that, 300?
Yeah. It adds 200 HP every time.
I'm a barbarian. I'm thick. Anyways, hi guys. Welcome back to more Echoes. Last time, the party made their way through a very interesting forest that could have turned out much poorly and still might. They don't know yet. Neither do I. We'll see what the dice say.
I don't know how close I am. I just know I'm by a rock.
Yep.
Meira doesn't like the forest anymore. We want to go home.
They made it out the forest. And they've set up camp several miles away from the closest town, but it is night, so it's getting closer to night, so that's why they went ahead and set up camp. Before we get back to where we left off, let's back up just a short little bit. Jy'li.
Mhm.
You're, Rosalind knows you, don't sleep.
She hasn't seen her sleep.
Exactly. She knows you don't sleep. She's not stupid. Yeah. So you actually hear, because I forgot, she actually does have access to just a couple small cantrips. This being one of them. You hear, don't be alarmed. I already have Bone keeping an ear out and Jerem as well. Yeah, go take care of something. I'll be back in a moment.
What was that? You broke up a little bit on my end.
Microphone?
I think Discord's
Cooperate.
actually having an issue right now.
Yeah, Discord's a little bit.
Oh, I
junky.
just noticed thing going bloop 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 bloop, dancing.
Oh, fun.
It was dancing.
All day.
But she essentially cast message as far as to you. Don't be alarmed. He has to go take care of something. I have both Bone and Jerem keeping an eye out. Which I realized I actually put Bone on the wrong side. She's supposed to be here. Bone is supposed to be here. He'll be back in a moment.
Right. She's sending the cat outside.
Hmm?
She's sending the cat just outside by the door.
Just outside by the door. That's fine.
Yeah.
Spooky wouldn't see Zaph.
No.
But yeah,
He's just sitting outside the door as they never. Hey.
just another eye. That's fine. That's fine.
giving a help action to the Jerem for perception.
Jerem, yeah. Jerem is... It's fine.
I think it's got a better perception than a 4. No, sorry, 3.
Who, Jerem?
Yeah.
He has a +4.
So it's better than a 3.
He has +4 for now, until you guys go get him fixed. Anyways.
Yeah.
You,
Gonna do. She's
Alright.
On edge.
It's fine. I mean, with the forest, it's fair to be on edge. Now we'll actually pick up a short bit after we left off. Because at this point, it's after you've been outside for a little bit.
Okay.
Maybe a perception check.
Okay. Well, that tells me how my dice are gonna roll, because so far I've rolled the 2 for the other one you asked for, and now I've rolled a 1.
Actually,
Oh,
technically this would be with advantage because
Mm-hmm.
Rose might also notice.
She's
I'll make it with
currently
advantage.
snuggling him in his hood.
Yeah. It's fine.
Okay.
There's a possible noise that might be heard.
9.
Okay.
So I doubt it.
Yeah, the 9, no. You know what? This makes it better then. Yeah, just let me know when you are gonna head back into the tent, or if you're gonna sleep up by that rock.
He's gonna essentially wait till he calms down and then start heading back in.
That's fair.
That's
very fair.
He's not gonna come in after freaking crying and angry.
Yeah, no. It's fine. Hopefully fine.
Do I want to know?
Probably not.
Okay. So he's heading back in. Does anything happen?
Well, you go to stand up.
Mhm.
Your head hits something. You stand up and hit your head on something.
Ow. What? Just gonna look up.
Something metal.
Okay, he looks up. I mean,
You see an orb about maybe the size of your head, and it's got a light on it, and the light isn't pointed at you, and it's not really a light per se. Imagine like a scan type thing. You know how you see in games like above doors, scanner. It's just kind of just scanning around, and you just kind of stood up and just hit your head on the bottom of it as it just starts floating away. Just scanning things every so often.
roll for curiosity.
Your orb!
What the fuck
Go
is
for it.
that? Problem is, he is still a kitsune.
He's very curious. Kitsune go to Kitsune.
I'm gonna roll wisdom save.
Go ahead. I don't think it's very squishy. No, it was just his head going bump.
Hang on.
Inspired. 9? Oh.
No, I said hang on. Sorry. I had to mute the stream.
Good.
No, I rolled an 8, not a 9.
Oh, okay.
That's better.
That is better.
Yeah.
That is so much better.
Much
That
better.
is completely the direction I
better.
wanted it to go.
Yep. You follow it?
I think he's trying to figure out what it is, so a little bit, but he's staying kind of back.
Okay. Go ahead. Oh, God. Oh, God, what kind of role would this be for somebody who probably hasn't... Or who definitely hasn't seen this before, because I'll admit, this is only in one city in this entire continent.
Is it like a
Jeez.
security bot? What is this thing? I need to know.
I know, right?
Roll me an intelligence check.
What is your... Oh, God. I don't think base is very high. I mean, his intelligence is higher than average, but okay.
Well, actually, would it be...
Depends
Go ahead
if
and make
he
an
ever
Arcana
found
check.
Arcana.
Make an Arcana check.
It's not much better, but he's
I don't-
at least proficient in that.
Okay.
Now you roll a nat 20?
Okay.
24.
So, cool.
Mm.
So as you're watching it, you notice it doesn't stop at every different type of plant or every different type of rock, tree, whatever. It just every so often it'll stop, scan something, and keep going. One thing you notice, and it's something you would have noticed as far as people in like magic shops, when they look over something, try to figure out what something is, you notice a slight burst of magic from them when they went to identify something. And you're noticing every time it stops to scan, you see this little burst of silver come off of it. There's just a faint little burst of it come off of it before it starts scanning.
Is it going very fast?
No. To put in perspective, its movement speed is that of probably close to a gelatinous cube,
Cool.
which I believe is like 5 or 10.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's fine.
It doesn't seem dangerous, right?
No, by no means. It is, what you can tell, it is literally just programmed to be flying around and scanning things and identifying stuff. Okay, it's slower than a gelatinous cube.
he's gonna go up to it and like tap on the metal. What the hell are you?
You do that?
Yeah.
Well, you tap on it. It doesn't acknowledge the tap. But you say what are you? And you just see it kind of, it just rotates.
Tilts his head.
And you see a flash of silver. And the scanner starts scanning you.
I mean, he's fucking half elf.
Well, what pops up?
With a lot of magic.
Oh, yeah. You didn't notice this before because you didn't see the front of it, just the little scanner part.
Mm.
There's like a little screen on the front of it. And you see yourself just kind of, as the thing moves across your body, you're being formed on the screen.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna poke the screen.
Bunch of numbers and stuff pop up on it, but you hear very lightly because you're right on top of it. Half elf. Lots of magic. Acknowledging.
It's kind of
Notice
cute.
sent.
Yeah, he's just gonna say it's kind of cute. Little weird.
And then it does something else.
Mm-hmm.
Abnormality detected.
Okay.
Abnormality detected.
Blinks.
That's not good.
I mean, he can assume it's either Rose or the doll. That, at least that's what he's
You
assuming.
notice on the image, it zooms in on a specific part of you, and it is exactly where the doll is, and it is flared in magical aura. Like, it is way brighter than anything else.
We don't touch the doll. Doll is fine.
Registering. Word. Fine. Things are A-okay.
Yes.
Have a good day. And it just kind of... and just turns and starts floating away. At 5 feet per round. So yes, by the way, it is 3 times slower than a gelatinous cube.
Lovely.
Whoever you're sending the data to, can you, like, not prowl around campsites?
It stops again. It turns. It starts hovering towards the tent.
No. No.
Again, at 5 feet per round.
Is there a way to, like, contact your, like... You can step in front. Contact your... Who made you?
Contact. Contact. Contact.
This thing actually starting to creep me out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Starting to.
Contacting. Sorry, I was waiting for Aspire to finish her statement there.
Sorry, you go.
Contacting. High Seeker. Victress. Victress, are you awake?
He doesn't know that name, does he?
No.
Okay.
Ah, you blasted! You just hear this coming out of this ball now. Ah, you blasted butt! What are you waking me up for? You're supposed to just do your rounds. Oh? Who are you?
Hi, good evening. Can you tell this thing to go away?
You're not supposed to get involved with life forms.
My bad, I kind of went up to it.
But Victress, abnormality detected. Yeah, adventures carry all sorts of magical things. Just delete it.
Please tell me the doll waves.
The doll waves. Oh? What is that? That is abnormality.
That's a long...
It's a doll.
It's a long story.
All of a sudden, because you see, on the screen, by the way,
Mhm.
you see this older gnome. Like you can just make out the different dimensions of his body from the way he stands and how, yeah. So you can tell he's a gnome. He's not a very scrawny dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
like all wrinkled, long white beard, white hairs just sticking up everywhere on his head. And he's wearing clothes where he was just in fucking bed. You just see him all of a sudden straighten up and his eyes go wide. Did that thing just speak to me?
I don't know, did you? No, look at the doll.
It nods.
Ah. Yes, she did.
Well, if you happen to pass through Magius,
I'm taking notes.
you need to stop on my tower.
I think. Is that where we're heading next? They're asking.
It is not the directly next town, but it would be the city after the next little town on your guys' progression.
Alright. Yeah, he wouldn't necessarily know, I think.
No, he wouldn't. Yeah, no.
He'll probably say what
I can't remember
direction
if I'm
they're
mentioning or
heading.
not.
So he'll probably just say, I'm not sure, and just kind of say what direction they're heading, roughly.
Oh, that would send you right close to here. So swing on through Magius. It's
Okay.
exciting.
Can I just ask you one little favor?
Yes.
You're not gonna do experiments on her, right?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I think I recognize that voice.
He's gonna look at the doll. Do you know him?
You just hear in your head, long story.
Dude.
I'll explain when you get here. Just don't worry about it.
Can we not mention who she is? Two people?
My boy, I send robots out to survey. I'm not telling anybody anything.
Fair enough.
I don't leave my tower. I can't steal my tower, right? And you just see the feed cut.
I am gonna... He's gonna look at the doll again. You're gonna have to explain this to me later, Mom. And he's just gonna start heading back. Because I wanted to drop that first one.
Also, for Miss Note Taker or there's knowledge.
Yes, thank you.
Victress, Victrus.
Cool.
Just gonna watch you enter.
Pet's kitty on way by.
Thank you.
I love the thud, thud, thud.
You could hear her typing the M-O-M.
Yeah.
No. I have in all caps. Doll is his mother.
How many question marks?
There's a
Okay, there you go.
Now you understand why he was at least the crying part.
Yeah.
Long story, very.
Yeah, he knows why. She's in the doll. That might be the angry part.
Oh, that's not good.
Fine.
That's
Anyways.
fine. She apparently failed a wisdom save and tried to comfort him at some point. And that's where confusion
Hence the other
came in.
thing. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So,
Oh, then.
That was yeah. That was something I found out.
Then that makes the thing I was thinking about doing tonight, much different.
Does it
Oh,
though?
aren't you?
Because nobody else knows.
I know, but it doesn't change what I'm going to do. It just changes how it looks.
Oh no.
Oh, good.
Oh dear God. So, Jy'li, you acknowledge when Zaph comes back in.
She's probably looking at the door because she would know when he walked past Spooky.
Yeah, actually, he's gonna. Is Rosalind still awake?
So forgot to mention as far as last time, it is kind of sectioned off in spaces. There's like kind of extra folds that cover certain areas.
Mm.
Privacy screens and stuff.
Kind of, yeah. Let me make a roll real quick. Would she be?
No, he'll wait till the morning to give her the thing.
Mm-hmm. You know, I'll just go ahead and roll. She is. You see a slight, a dim light kind of peeking through the fabric of the, like, fold in front of hers.
Go over and kind of ask for her and give it to her. He has it sealed. It just has Alex's name on it.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially.
Fair. So yeah, she'll nod and just tuck it away in her bag.
Yeah, he'll go and sit by Meira. I read a book a little bit before going to bed.
Zaph walks over there.
Oh no.
What?
Yeah.
Sat down, pulled out a book to read for a little bit.
E-read book.
She's the one who has to ask him to read the storybooks. She's got those in her possession, so.
Yeah, I mean, she's asleep because otherwise she would have noticed he left and things and been a little bit more concerned about how long he was gone.
It's fine, don't worry about it. But yeah.
So she's asleep right now.
Jy'li might be going into the portal hall again.
You
like,
see...
He acknowledges that, but just also ignores it at the same time.
Understandable. You just see black hole laid out on ground. Ellie lowers herself in and is gone.
It's an interesting book.
I am unsettled.
No, he's actually more curious. He's not unsettled. He does want to go like see what she's doing, but he doesn't want to just constantly sit and hover over, watching her.
Fair. So, eventually, whew. Oh, sorry, I'm back. Eventually, you end up falling asleep. Jy'li, you're doing your little experiments and working on things down there. It's fine. You're improving and.
He probably falls asleep in the chair. To be fair.
So, here's where I need to roll. Yes.
I'm concerned.
Well, I won't mark off that he got a long rest yet. It happens.
This. No, you can go ahead and mark it off.
Okay. Is there anything we need to be rolling for or concerned about?
No. The dice actually rolled in y'all's favor.
Okay.
The only thing I'll say is, Jy'li,
Mhm.
because it does open to, the material plane, it's not, it's a pocket dimension, yes. But it does open. You still get a trigger from Spooky about something.
Oh. What does Spooky see? Right here.
Movement of 3 figures and then instant dropping of 3 figures.
Jesus.
And Spooky's just staring at Jerem with a very large bow and having just let go of the string. It's fine.
Oh.
Oh, indeed.
Guy has the most unimpressed look on his face. It's just a cat.
Relatable.
I mean,
Yeah.
Jerem's a warforged. He doesn't show emotion either. Oh god, it's a perfect duo to
As
watch.
soon as you said that, Fluffy, I imagined Moxie when she looks at me.
That, like,
Human.
Mm-hmm.
sure, what you did was good and cool, but I don't really care.
Yeah. That
I'm a
let
cat.
me quiet. I'm going to sleep. Look, like.
Yeah.
Man.
That was it. It could have been much worse had the D100 rolled below a 50. Because then whatever I rolled on the D12 would have been doubled.
Oof.
And then noise could have been made. I rolled a 3.
Oh, he would
I
have
rolled
mentioned
71 on the D100 and then a 3.
He would have mentioned to Rosalind too about stopping in that other town. I almost forgot.
Oh yeah. Which Rosalind would have said, okay, that might actually be the best place for me to, and she pats her bag, send that off. So that's good. I'll hold off until then.
Wait.
Because giving it to possible magic users to send off, probably much
Quicker, yeah.
faster. Oh yeah.
I'm very, very concerned of how he's gonna respond to that, but it's fine.
Oh, you'll see.
House.
So, you all get your long rests. And the next morning comes. And yeah.
Yeah.
You all awaken when you do. These guys are obviously up and moving around.
Oh, I shouldn't have fallen asleep
What happened to you?
because I was reading and I passed out.
Silly goose.
From the hole. Oh, it's morning.
She'll get up, boop him in the forehead, and then go outside.
You go outside. As soon as you step out the door, Meira, you see Jerem and Bone stacking bodies.
Oh, did you guys play without me?
God damn it.
Do you want to know what you see?
Yes. No, but yes. Meira wants to
One
know what
second.
she sees. Aspire wants.
Okay. Hello?
Hello? We hear you.
Waiting for Yeah, I don't know if you saw my ping spiking real bad.
Yeah, I saw that.
Because you guys were breaking up really bad during that conversation.
Ooh.
So I was trying to.
Oh.
What was going on?
So she walks out and sees Jerem and Bone stacking bodies. When what you see is through 3 on that roll. Then I rolled a d6, and then there was another 2.
It's still doing it, sorry.
Hmm.
Anyways, I think it's okay now.
Okay. So there were 3 initially. Then I had to roll a d6, which rolled a 2. That was 5. Then I rolled a d4, re-rolled a 4. There was another 2. So you're still stacking 7 bodies of the things you saw in the forest.
Just gonna walk over and kind of poke at one of the bodies.
It twitches.
That one's still moving. I can kick it.
It's your Bone just looks over. It's dead.
Kind of looks up at him. Play without me.
I did not. I walked out and saw the same thing. Yes, they encroached on the campsite. I had to terminate them.
Looks at Jerem. But play.
But sleep.
But play.
From conversations you all had, kidnapping cannibals.
Which means better play.
Which means you would be taken and eaten while alive, or eaten while in the tent.
Nuh-uh. I'm better.
Step by Charlie. This is the same girl that was afraid of those things, right?
Huh?
He's talking to Jy'li, like whispering it to her.
I don't think she realizes they were the same things.
Do we point that out, or do we just say nothing and continue moving away from this place?
I kind of want to see what makes them tick.
I don't think they would have a problem with you taking one to examine.
Do you approach them and ask?
Yeah, she will. She has no concept
Cool.
of...
You start to approach, and Bone just holds a hand out as far as palm up and holding something out to you. It is a dark purple glowing gem about the size of a thumb. It was in their throat.
What's that? It's shiny.
That was what was making them do what they do.
It is possible. I would not recommend taking a full body.
Oh?
Legend says they reincarnate themselves.
Ah,
It is better to dump them back in the forest or burn them. We are choosing the latter.
We're gonna make a fire.
I can burn.
We will set it just before we leave. First, we must dig a trench around it so the fire does not spread.
Yeah, we don't want it to hurt the trees.
Indeed.
Stop being so innocent and terrifying at the same time.
What?
Nothing.
Just smiles. Absolutely close.
Looking at you, Jy'li. However, feel free to look over the bodies before we do. They don't reincarnate until the moon rises again, so you're safe to do so until then.
Good lad. Yeah, she's just gonna like pick one body and just like examine literally everything about it.
Alright, roll me a D8 reroll on an 8.
Where's my D8? There's my D8. That's literally on the corner.
Aren't you?
And that's an 8. That's 6.
Okay.
Well, it hit one die and it hit the corner, so it ended up just kind of ink.
So the body you just choose to look over. You notice a lot of burn marks. Roll me a nature check. No, medicine check. Medicine check.
I'm good at medicine. This is my specialty. This is 18.
Cool. These burn marks were not created by fire nor by lightning. Nor by acid. These burn marks were created by cold.
She's noting that down.
And they seem to be generated around puncture wounds. Singular puncture wounds that look like they're from an arrow. And his body has about 4 puncture wounds in it.
Assuming that was the Warforged.
That's a safe bet. That one wouldn't stop moving.
Okay. She's... You know that, like, when the person, like, draws the body and they, like, making, like, almost like autopsy note?
Mm-hmm.
It's effectively what she's doing.
Okay. So, this one would have originally would have had a hood up because you notice a hood on what they're kind of wearing. You notice their right ear is missing. Their left ear is slightly elongated, almost bat-like. Their skin is kind of shriveled close to their bones. And there's very little hair, like facial hair grown, like just stubble on this one. There is also a scar right below, right where the throat and chest meet. The scar looks like it was a very thick scar before it healed over. And then another one, which, you know what? Only a wisdom save.
That's concerning.
That is concerning. That's a 13.
Cool. You don't get a shooting pain somewhere, as you see a very familiar stab wound in this one. A very familiar one that you see on yourself.
She's gonna, cause she knows the measurements of like her wound. She's gonna kind of look at it. Is it the same measurement?
Yep.
Same positioning.
Yep.
Yeah, she's just staring at that. Anyone paying attention? She's just stopped everything she's doing. I'm staring at a certain part of it.
Everything good? He's been watching her.
She. Yeah, no, she's just staring at it. He's just gonna look at you. Tilt its head.
Okay, he'll ask me, is she okay?
I don't know.
That's about right.
Can Meira kind of tell what's happening here?
She's just staring at this, like at that scar, and like she's got her hand on that same part of her body. And you guys know what the scar, but she's honed on that specific one. This one.
Can Meira tell that it's the same?
I mean, I don't think you guys have seen it, but it's in the same position, I imagine, right?
Mm-hmm. Very much so.
Under
Same
clothes somewhere.
ouchies?
Well,
I was asking, is it like under her clothes or something?
yeah, her scar's under.
Same ouchies?
Yeah. Same
But you're
exact
okay.
position, same exact dimensions.
That's odd.
Same toy?
She's gonna look at everyone, that same position on everybody.
That one and one other.
Two of them. Same execution method.
But not same. Like pointing between like Jy'li and like the bodies and stuff.
Oh, I think the point is that they're also alive. Or were.
It's not all of them, though. Which means maybe... maybe these two are from the same place I was. And were dumped here. I don't know. Whoever
Spooky
did this
for
to me did this to them. It's the same.
It's very possible, the theory, that they just became those things later. If they were already undead-ish.
Should not. It just means that I'm not the only one that whoever did this attempted to kill.
I'm more concerned about how every single one of you was alive. And why that specific spot.
What's between two ribs reads right to the heart. It's the easiest access. Well, not the easiest. There's definitely easier access points. This is very... I mean, if you're right-handed, it'd still be easier to... And she's like pointing on like different parts of her body where it would be easier to access her heart. Like...
That's good knowledge to know.
But...
Meira just seems to be nodding along.
Does Meira actually understand this?
Do you want me to roll for that?
You know
Because I
what?
would assume yes, considering.
Roll me a medicine check.
Sure. I'm gonna use this die. Eh. Why is medicine a wisdom? I just 8.
Would this be wisdom or would this be intelligence based?
To be
It's gonna be the same thing either way, unfortunately, because they're both +3.
I think it's kind of like a... For Meira, I don't see her thinking to attack vitals. She just hits things.
Yeah. This is fair point.
Vitals
Not
are
as
how you can
calculated.
easily kill a D&D character if the DMs and the players are okay with that.
Yeah.
Right.
And she's gonna... The two that have the same mark, she's marked on any features that she can. Basically, she's drawing them.
Okay.
Just in case she finds like missing persons posters or anything like that that might... I know
Ooh.
they look different than they would normally, but she might be able to like compare at the very least.
The other one has... They're missing both their ears. So no discerning factors as far as that, as far as race or anything. However, they're standing a bit taller. Their body's a bit leaner and longer than the other. This one's probably around 6'7", 6'8". Same thing, skin like tightly shriveled to their bone structure. A little bit broader shouldered. With a mark that goes from the bottom of their right ear down along their jawbone, across the throat, and back up to the bottom of the other ear. And a healed over wound It looks like what would have been a puncture wound in the left temple, but it is healed and scarred over.
I'm kind of assuming, like, player-wise, that they've probably been killed multiple times if they can just reincarnate.
Yeah.
That's kind of the general, but those two wounds are what's sticking out to her. That's why she's marking them. Either A, it was before this point, or B, it was one of the ways they were killed here. She doesn't know which, and she doesn't like either option.
That's fair.
That means that person came through here.
Yeah. At some point, for some reason.
Fine. So, the body's looked over. Bodies are looked over. Notes jotted down. Jerem's just kind of like watching, waiting to restack them.
She'll make her notes and she'll step away after that.
He tosses the two bodies back on the pile.
Hey. Should we get moving?
Yes, let us keep moving. You see Felice and Zaphire already on the cart, just kind of chatting back and forth.
Meira just kind of pokes Jy'li in the head a little bit and just smiles and goes, "It'll be okay," and then hops off to the cart. Oh, jeez. Where?
Loads itself
Sitting on
up into.
square.
So how are you going to start the fire?
I mean, he could do a, technically his little foxfire thing can catch things on fire. It just doesn't technically do damage to people yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's not an attack thing until he's later levels.
Mm-hmm.
But it can light, like, flammable objects and stuff. Still.
Yeah. Yeah, we can do that with that. Easy enough.
Pretty blue fire.
Yeah, fire bodies go whoosh. Anyways, Meira go cuckoo.
Go cuckoo?
Huh?
He's cuckoo. So, you guys begin making a trek. And you're going.
Hmm?
And you're going.
He's gonna read his book.
Mm-hmm.
He's still reading the same one.
Fair.
He's trying to get through as much of that one as he can before he gets to the other one.
Mm-hmm. All that.
Meira's messing with her little owl bear and has actually taken off one of like the pieces of cloth that were wrapped around her hands and has tied it around her owl bear as a scarf and kind of looks up and like holds her hand out and goes, "Can I see doll real quick? I'll give it back. Promise, 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 promise.
As long as you're careful.
Promise!"
The doll's been sitting on his shoulder, by the way. He didn't put it back in his like little sass, so he's gonna pick it up and hand it to her.
She's gonna be very careful and also add a little scarf of the other from her other hand on it, and then hand it back and smile.
I guess it's one way to make use of that.
Now they match.
I need, as you guys are traveling, I need perception checks.
Woo.
I'm just gonna do a straight
There we
roll
go.
because he's reading,
Uh-huh.
but he also has a rose.
Fair.
Not bad. I actually rolled well.
I actually rolled above a 10.
He's actually got his ears perked up and is listening.
What? No.
What is math?
Yes. I love not having to fucking add anything to his perception right now.
You know, so I just have to say, Meira, I'm sorry.
Aww.
You and you, Felice, and the other halfling, Risk. You three don't see this. The DC was 18. The rest of you, however, in the far off distance, you only notice this because it is an extremely clear day. Far off distance, many miles away, you can just make out the glint of something which you can estimate probably around 500 feet in the sky. It's not moving. It's just there in the sky.
Let's go look up.
Yeah, she'll look at it.
I will say, like, you see this just on the outskirts of the horizon. You can see the town coming up. It's much closer than this other thing seems to be.
What's that? Point up to it.
Gonna look.
Now you see it. Because it went out. And same with Felice, because Zachariah is going to would have noticed it and is going to respond to your question, Zaph. Well, if I'm not mistaken, that is the High Mages of Magius.
Huh.
They like to separate themselves from the rest of that city.
Why?
Something about they don't want their work falling into the hands of people that would use it against them.
Understandable.
Why that high, I won't understand. Thankfully I've never had to go up there.
Maybe they like it in the clouds.
I'm sure
Oh,
it's a
that's not
nice
the clouds
view.
yet.
Who, what? Sorry, my Discord did stupid.
But all he said was, I'm sure it's a nice view from up there.
And what did you say, Jay?
Zachariah just goes, oh, that's not the clouds. You want a view in the clouds? Well, that would be Dragon Peak.
Dragon Peak?
Yeah, we're not going there.
Why not?
Reasons?
Kind of pouts.
I remember, you know the person we caught? Going there means that we go towards the people I pissed off. not a good idea.
Don't go that way. Good.
Yeah, we avoid that. We avoid that like it's a disease.
Oh boy, who'd you piss off in Dragon Peak?
The technical princess that was supposed to be my fiance.
Oh wait, them! Ew, no, don't like them.
He kind of like gives that nervous, like, yeah.
Yeah, I would suggest avoiding there. Any slight to the royal family there. Usually doesn't end well in the Slider's favor.
No, they're not nice people.
They're mean.
Well, they were nice people. At least until the old ruler let the noble families control the city.
Yeah.
They were the main protectors of this land.
As far as I'm aware, I might have ticked off the dragon too, so yeah, we should probably not.
Oh, yeah? Oh, I doubt that. Nobody's seen him for ages.
Hmm.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
Oh my
He looks
God.
at the cat. Look, I'm good at making friends. Yeah, we're just gonna phrase it that way.
But you are good at making friends.
I and enemies very quickly.
But see, that's why you have me now.
You know?
He just like hangs his head.
Does not see a problem with any of this.
So, as you guys are heading towards a small town, I want to keep with perception checks because everybody rolled high enough because the lowest rolls were 14s.
Mm.
And that was my risk and Meira. You hear a horse galloping extremely quickly,
Gonna, like,
coming from behind.
just gonna kind of stand up in the cart again and be at the back, like, what?
Sit down, Meira, before you fall out.
I'm not gonna fall.
Make me a dex. You know what? Actually,
I was gonna
make me
say,
a dexterity saving throw.
we could hit bumps and stuff.
That's what I was sitting here thinking. This is a smaller town. There could be rocks in the path.
19.
You don't. Damn it.
I
I was gonna put
love how nobody is acknowledged. Oh, go ahead.
calculated that. Put it no mic.
I also love that nobody has acknowledged that the doll is somehow staying on his shoulder when he's got it like sitting there.
Meira just thinks it's one of his tricks.
That might be the story he's going with if anyone sees it moves.
Somebody else has noticed that, I will say. But they're not making any comment about it at the moment.
We're focusing on everything else.
Very fair. So, as you turn to look, Meira, you're not looking behind you long as the horse just right on by.
Well, bye!
Who's riding the horse?
It is a figure cloaked. Their hood is back due to how fast they're riding. They seem to be elven, and they are very focused. They have what appears to be a long sword at their side. Still sheathed, obviously. You can tell from the intent, the focus, and how quick he's riding, he is sending either a warning or is a courier on an important mission.
Hmm.
I will say a majority of you have probably dealt with couriers before or seen them. It's not an uncommon job.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure Meira knows the difference.
Nope. Which actually, as you say that, he kind of and just stops kind of quick. Huh. Supposed to warn any travelers along the way. There's been escape from prison in player DM forgot to name town. Enter town name here. Which you guys recognize the name of the town.
Uh-oh.
Dangerous fugitive. You notice there's only he mentions only a singular one. Seemed to have used an opening from a previous escape as his way to escape. Guards slaughtered. Bars ripped open. 3 other inmates dead as well.
Then kind of looks at Zeph.
Is this the town that we were imprisoned in?
Yep.
Mira's kind of looking very confused and looks at her hands like, but ow!
I get this very distinct feeling. I know who that is.
You do? We didn't talk to nobody. Well, except for the one rude guy.
Yeah, there was somebody further down that I saw. That might have silenced the guy next to us.
I didn't see him.
Yeah, I kind of made sure of that.
You see this guy just kind of looking at you two? as because I don't think Mira's being quiet.
No.
He's just looking like, wait, what?
She doesn't see anything wrong with this conversation.
Well, I mean, for all this guy
At
knows,
all.
they were let out, to be fair. They're not on his, like, warning list, apparently, so...
Yeah, no. You guys aren't. This other guy is.
Yeah.
So, if you find any bodies or anything with shards of metal sticking out of their head, or any other important veins or arteries locations, let the town guard know. That way a manhunt can begin in the town. It would save a lot of people.
He's gonna look at Jy'li.
Meira just gets this really wide grin on her face.
He is not to be approached as he sees the grin on your face. And that was an 18 insight check. He is not to be engaged.
I don't think he's somebody we want to play with. I don't think he'll play very fair, Meira.
Oh, but why not? He sounds fun.
I don't think he'll play fair.
But her cheeks kind of puff out in like this frustration.
Thank you for the warning.
Of course, be safe in your travels. Watch your backs. And he takes off again.
Bye!
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, right?
I was my attempt at sarcasm.
I don't.
Oh,
Hmm. I'm not taking my eyes off you for a while because I don't trust that you won't go after this person if you spotted him.
but play.
I will tie you to the cart.
Don't.
You see a flash of white for a moment up at the front of the cart, and you hear, "Yeah, that sounds like a good time."
I mean,
And then Tishman kind of just shakes his head, and he's back to himself. Well, his other self.
not in that circumstance. That's not what I meant.
You just see
I don't
Felice
like
just
it.
kind of face palming, just bashing her forehead with her palm.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
Didn't mean the fun play time.
Tying is not fine.
Like some people are into that.
I don't like it.
I'm gonna go back to my book now. This conversation gets any more awkward.
He's just looking at Meira, and then looks at Zaph, and then looks at the front, like, what am I in the middle of right now?
Got the one
So-
that's embarrassed. You got the one that's like, "Oh my fucking god!" And you got Meira like, I don't know if she realizes what sexual tying up is.
She's aware of it. I don't think she realizes that was being discussed.
It'll click here in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, she's probably
It's-
just gonna sit down on the back of the cart and just like let her feet dangle. They keep going and then go, "Oh!"
So you want to know when that's going to click in?
Hmm.
As you guys continue approaching the town, you eventually get to the town gate. Carts stop. Guards come from the gate and proceed to do cart inspections because you can assume that guy's been through and warned them.
Mm-hmm.
And Meira, now's when it clicks for you.
Oh!
As one of the guards comes around. What?
Hi!
What was that for?
Sorry, I just got what they were talking about earlier.
Shakes his head and keeps his face buried in the book.
Zach said he wanted to tie me up, but I said no.
No,
And then somebody
don't-
said it could run, and
Dude.
You guys have a good day now.
He's gonna
Oh.
pull his
He just kind of smacks on the side of the cart.
sink
Ow.
in his seat.
The cat's like, take me away from the crazy.
He is not bright red at the moment. He's fine.
Right. You just hear as you guys go off. You just hear him walk over to the one of the other ones. Look, I think I need to take a break. I don't make enough silver. I don't make enough silver in a day for this. I really don't. Oh god.
Poor man had some TMI information just thrown at him this morning.
You have ruined that man's day.
She
It's
didn't
the
realize
mid-after-
that.
It's the mid-afternoon, and that man's day has just went from, okay, we're warned about a criminal, so we're going to start checking carts. That's fine. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Absolutely sweet, innocent girl sitting on the back of the cart and everything like that. Big like, and gets
Yeah.
info dumped.
Yeah, and he's just like wide-eyed, like, what the fuck?
He was not expecting that out of her 100%.
Anyways, you guys continue into the town. And you guys go to start. You guys pass a couple buildings as you enter. You see guards going in and out of them. You assume these are the guard barracks. They're near the entrance of town. And as you pass them, another gentleman kind of dressed like a courier almost, but more like a town caller. It's kind of like waving the carts over to an open area.
Mhm.
Carts can't make it really through some of the streets here, so we recommend you parking here, and we will put protection on them so that they don't go missing. That way you can come back and get them when you're ready to leave. Main road, they can work, but any of the other streets, that there's no point.
Does now being in the city, does Jy'li recognize anything so far?
Oh, wait, history check.
What town are we in, by the way?
You were in a very small town of, where did my list go? Because I actually have a list for towns in Imperius. Give me a moment. Let's see, where did it go? There it is.
No, that's a time.
What'd you roll?
19 plus 1, so a dirty 20.
Oh, okay. Give me a second. My list has gone missing. I have to search my Samsung notes for my list. Un momento.
Yeah, I don't know if she left if she really left her hometown a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but I imagine she's at least would have heard of nearby towns. So
Mhm.
she's kind of, but she doesn't remember any of the fucking names. Just locations
Fair.
that she's seen or heard described.
Mm-hmm. Things aren't cooperating.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. This is the small town of Damerel. Damerel. You actually do recognize it. You would come here with your partner for a couple odds and ends supplies. Cheaper to get things here than it was in the bigger city. Or from you remember.
Mm-hmm.
But this was the usual place for you guys to come and get a few things before heading back. But yeah.
Potentials people might recognize her here, basically.
That's possible.
She pulls her hood up more.
Very.
She's not sure she wants to be recognized.
You know. What was the town name and how do you spell it again?
Damerel. Damerel.
R-E-L. Okay. Thank you.
You'll quietly to these two. Been here before. Cheaper to get things here.
Hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'll keep a little bit of an eye out in case anybody happens to be looking your way.
I'm not.
you see, they kind of park their cart as far as over in a spot in a section. Bone hands the reins of the horse that was pulling their cart to the kid. Boy looks maybe early teens, probably about 13, 14.
Mm-hmm.
And kid leads the horse over to a pen where there's a couple other horses already, but you see him kind of take a marker out of a bag at his side and clips it to the reins, and then ties the horse up. And then we'll come over as far as to Zachariah, who does the same, just hands the reins off. And he reaches in and pulls out the same symbol clip that he pulled out as far as for the other one. It clips into one. That way I know which card it goes with. Some people like to try and take extra horses.
Fair.
That's mean.
Oh, very, very much.
Welcome to the world of thievery.
Oh, yes. And you hear sliding metal sound as these metal poles are now coming out of the ground, and you see a metal bar just go right through the wooden wheels of the cart.
Ooh, neat trick.
Upgrade from our last system. That one came straight from Magius, actually. Guy came through about a couple years ago, and don't know what he did. I don't understand all of that magic and metal stuff.
Did they ever come down, or is there any way to talk to them?
Oh, the actual artisans and stuff of mages are actually on the ground. The very high mages are, and he kind of points, which you can make out this almost island-shaped floating thing a couple miles off.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the high mages. They I haven't heard any story about them actually coming down. I don't know if they do. I'm sure they have to.
Too much effort to try to go up there. Not necessarily. If they're self-sufficient. It is an island. They might have their own farming and all that.
They might. It would have been a stop. Or do you mean as far as for the group?
For like in the city, just as for us.
I think it was just a stop.
Okay.
Meira currently has no objectives other than following you guys.
Other than the random question he asked Roslyn, he has no objectives either.
Jy'li might have an objective for Zaph.
Oh.
Get out.
Because if she remembers being here, she might. Can she remember what store they would go to? Mostly.
So yeah. I say you'd be able to pick out a couple a general goods store here and there, and one or like an apothecary for different things. I'd say you'd be able to pick out a couple of them, depending if they're. You'd be able to remember locations. I'll say that.
Maybe if you aren't busy, could you help me? Something?
Mm-hmm. What you need help with?
Take us to a locations. If you could ask if I basically want to know if anyone's heard or any information about her, about Player needs to look at my own notes again to remember the name.
Hey, Moira.
Because I have it under allies.
Hey, Moira.
Moira.
Yeah, sure, I can ask. I can even keep it kind of a quiet conversation if you want.
Yeah, I'll probably stay outside, and if Meira wants to hold Spooky, actually, if Meira wants to stay, make sure I don't get taken while I can't see or hear, and Spooky goes with you, Zaph, I can at least listen.
I can do that.
Bring Elise with me then. She can hold Spooky.
A nod.
Wait, what?
Sorry, I'm volunteering you for something. Would you like to come with me?
Sure?
Just gotta ask a few people some questions.
Okay.
And she's avoiding these places, so if you would mind holding the cat so that she could see through the cat.
Sure. Of course.
Yeah, I'll go with her and kind of just clamber up onto the shoulders.
Alright, you go ahead and do that. I'm going to go restock some things, get a few supplies. Meet you guys at, whatever tavern this lot kind of nods back. Whatever tavern they find.
Alright.
Yeah, no.
Each kind of one. So,
Yeah, he'll probably actually ask Rosalind where to meet up.
Mhm.
Just in case, like, they end up picking a different spot or anything.
Well, yeah, let me just, they would have all got out the carton anyways. Well, I'm going to go see if there are any people from the main city that might have set up shop here, or at least sent some people down here to set up shop. See if we can't get our friend here looked at. Motions to Jerome.
I assume you remember what he looks like to give him a description.
Say again.
I assume you remember what they look like to give him a description. Because he would have been a bit younger at that time. But she also went there.
Rue.
Would you have met him or not? Because technically, she snuck into
She
the
was going.
city.
She was going to hold off to give that to somebody in Mechius because it would be a little bit quicker.
Ah, okay, never mind then. I thought that you were saying that she was looking for somebody from that city. I misunderstood.
Well, I mean, she could do that as well, actually. I think about that because there would be some mages as far as in that kind of shop if there is one. That's actually, she may do that too. So yeah, Jerome is actually going with her, and yeah. All right, we'll take him to get looked at. I'll see about the other thing. Bone, Risk, you're on food duty. You see Risk kind of fist pump. Yes! I get to pick food! Yeah, I don't think so. I'm still in charge. Like, hell you are. Starts running off in a direction. Look, the halfling was put in charge of possible food.
Yeah.
Hobbits.
Nice thing is, these two can still communicate the message.
Yeah? Also, let's head off this way.
Actually, a weird thing. If Spooky is the one with her consciousness, could he send the message to Spooky and Jy'li would technically be the one to hear it? I've never
Huh.
thought about that with familiars.
Fuck, that's actually a good question.
Because they're like blind and deaf, but they're like aware of their surroundings, but their consciousness is still technically in the familiar.
Oh. It's actually. Hmm. I almost want to say yeah. What do you say, Fluffy?
I would say you could probably target either or. Honestly,
Mhm.
I would still have to cast it for myself if I
The
wanted.
nice thing is you can respond to it every time we cast it. So
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
But since I'm seeing it through Spooky, I'll know where you are in comparison to me, anyways.
Mm-hmm. All I can think about is kind of a cheap way to cast message and be facing an opposite direction of where someone is.
yeah,
Just have your familiar staring at them.
well, it's more of I don't think he's more thinking of that because of he's not sure where she's going to duck off to once they go inside.
Fair. But yeah. So you they've all headed off to their tasks, and Jy'li will take point to lead you guys places.
Plus, I also consider the fact she's trying to hide and maybe pointing towards her direction is not a good idea.
Oh yeah.
I feel like like
it'll look like he's pointing it at police, basically.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I think the idea is she's gonna take you point out the shop and then like go in a nearby alley with Meira. Somewhere where they're not too far away, but not just standing in the middle of the street.
You know, yeah, fair.
And she's gonna tell Meira, just don't leave me alone.
No worries.
I am helpless like this.
I stay here, no one touch.
Yeah, where does she lead us first, I guess?
Probably apothecary. Probably her first guess.
You would lead them to a direction where you remember an apothecary being. You lead them up to the front of it, and you still see a sign that says apothecary. It's kind of worn, and it looks like there was attempts to brighten the paint slightly, but that's chipped because it doesn't look like it was the right kind of paint used. But yeah.
Head inside.
Meira also knows that her eyes go pale white, and then his eyes go from green to a pale white.
Fair. Yeah, you guys head in. There's a woman about probably in her mid-20s, her looks about it. She's human. How can I help you all today?
Hoping to ask some questions, either to you or anybody else who might have been working here for a bit.
The only other person that's worked here has been my uncle, and I took the business over from him about 7 years ago. I think he's still back in his workshop. One moment. Uncle, are you there? I'm up here. You kind of look up at like an overhang. Hey, somebody sent us the wrong supplies again. Oh, so can you hear them well from up there? Yes, girl, I'm not deaf.
Did she want him to try to keep the name quiet?
No, she.
Okay.
As long as she's not the one asking, she doesn't feel like that's gonna be odd because she's not an unknown person.
Mhm. I'm trying to find somebody who might have been here. What's her name? Famora? Right?
Meira.
Famora.
Mhm.
Yep.
Ah. Hey, Meyer. I'm not too. And as she's about to say she's not too familiar with you here. Oh, Elven woman.
Yeah. He's assuming that's right. I don't think it was given much of a description.
I feel like because Jy'li would think about this. If the cat meows once, it'll be a yes. Twice, it'll be a no. Because no one can expect a cat to be like doing anything.
Mm.
So the cat's just gonna go wow. And just kind of curl up a bit more on her shoulders.
Yeah. That would be her.
All right. She was a very concurrent customer for me. Before my niece here took over.
Oh.
I would see her from time and time again, though. She comes in, picks up her usual supplies, and heads off.
Has she been
Never
in
actually
recently?
probably a month ago, maybe. A little less than a month ago. She's not due back for a possible run. I'd say a week or two.
I have to talk to my friends if might stay if we'll seek her out. What town does she live in?
I'm actually not sure. Never mentioned it, just came through to pick up supplies. I figured with the once a month trip, I figured it was just traveling through every so often.
Fair. Or she just likes the place.
That's what what's not to like. Kind of just motions around. You see a lot in here,
Oh,
like
yeah.
a lot of dried ingredients, fresh ingredients, everything.
Oh, well-stocked shop and customer service. That goes a long way with people.
And it helps. We're able to keep our prices down compared to other places.
Probably also a factor why the trip's worth it.
I'd hope so. She's not in any kind of trouble, is she?
Not that I'm aware. Just looking for her. Might have met a friend of hers that's been looking for her as well.
I'm just saying, because you're not the first to come asking.
Hmm.
Another that came through asking about 3 or 4 days ago. Told him the same thing. I not too certain, aware.
Do you know if they're still around or remember what they look like?
I honestly don't. Other than one thing bugged me, and that was he was always flicking this coin in his hand, rolling it back and forth between his fingers. It was very annoying.
Oh.
The one day I had to man the shop because my niece had other things to do.
Well, it's at least something to look for.
message to Zeph. Did he get a name?
You get a name by chance?
No, to be fair, I haven't gotten your names either. So,
Fair. That's a fair response. Hmm. Next time you see her, tell her someone named Zal's looking for her.
I can do.
And hopefully she doesn't consider me a threat or anything, because you know? Hopefully she's not in danger and avoiding people. Because now he's concerned. Right. I'm gonna go talk to my group. If she ends up coming back to town, we might stay. I'll let you know. We'll see. Oops, I was about trying to do that. I was trying to highlight it, but okay. Yeah, he'll thank him for the information and
No problem.
probably go talk to everybody and see what Jy'li wants to do. Which is due back in a week or two, like he says.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll end up staying. I don't know. It depends on what she wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta convince the other group as well.
Oh god, I don't know how to spell this word. One moment.
Oh no.
Let's gotta do this.
Yeah.
Come on, she's falling. And she'll snap back and.
Because he's gonna be like forefront. Right now it sounds like he's the one looking, and if they stay, he'll probably give more information on, hey, this is where I'm staying. Can you have her come see me over there?
Mm-hmm.
Type of thing. That way it's not him approaching her type of issue.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what she looks like anyway, so even if he saw her, he wouldn't know unless she approached him. But he's pretty unique looking.
No.
I even have any way of showing an image of her. I don't think I even do.
I was looking at his and I regret not taking, like, he has improved minor illusion, which is the one that makes sounds and stuff. I think that's why I didn't take it.
Very close. None whatsoever.
Yeah. If we do end up staying, he will more than likely be a little more subtle about mentioning things.
Yeah. She'll.
Because he wants to.
Approaches.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't remember what they look like, but Meira was a teacher at a magical institute.
Hmm.
She'd go to functions, and every once in a while, it's a nice company. There was a person. Some of them, and they were always by themselves. I didn't think anything of it. Just in the corner, but there was something always glinting in their hand, like maybe like it was moving back and forth.
chances are he was given the same kind of information, so you might want to keep an eye out.
Nuts. I wonder how many other places they went to. Do you mind accompanying a couple more?
Sure. You want me to ask about her, or you want me to start asking about him?
Maybe ask about her and see if anyone else has come after, has been looking for her as well. I wonder how many places, because as far as I was aware, not many people knew to these places. I mean, they knew we went to this town, but it's usually just me and her.
Alright, do that.
She's looking more concerned.
Mhm.
She's gonna
Fine.
head to like a general store, I guess, that you would know of.
It takes a few minutes because it's down a couple winding streets, and as small as the city is, or this town is, there's a lot of moving back and forth of like small little carts.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people pushing supplies and stuff.
She's also keeping an eye out for that type of individual.
Mm-hmm. Well, I've been given a karma, and it's been specified to end up using on Fluffy.
Oh. Thanks, Razor.
Why?
Well, fuck. Okay, then.
Rip.
So I will mark that down,
Well, fine.
and I will mark it down. Karma, Fluffy.
Yeah, he'll head into that store and ask the same question, basically.
All right. It's time you walk in. It's older. No, this would be the. Where was this page? Okay. This is gonna be an interesting one. You walk in, and there is a figure with bluish green skin. Kind of has a. I will say this character is also inspired by somebody, and if you've seen the movies, you'll pick up on who it's inspired by here in a moment.
Mhm.
Bluish green gray skin with a kind of a collar type, bubble collar type thing around his neck that has water in it. And you notice some pulsing motion near his neck. I will say, Zaph, this would be a familiar type of being to you, because there were a couple of them that did do trade on the docks, and they didn't need to come by ship.
Oh.
This is a Triton.
Huh. Yeah. Interesting to
Look at him.
see somebody like yourself so far inland.
This is how I get a little bit of money to send back to friends back home. What can I help you with today?
I can ask if you have seen a woman named Meira recently.
Oh, let's see. Let me. You see him kind of pull out a book and start flipping through it. She placed an order with me because I was having a little bit of trouble getting something in. She had placed an order for some dried herbs and stuff. Kind of stuff you can't get in an apothecary. Of course, it's more to food flavorings.
Mm-hmm.
She placed an order with me a little less than a month ago. Thankfully, we did get it in. Should be ready for her pickup of next week.
Next week.
Indeed.
Once you'll head back here. Weird question, because we had asked the apothecary as well. trying to get a bit of a timeline on when she'll be back. Was anyone else looking for her?
Now that you mention it, there was another interesting individual that came in. Came in cloaked, but does Zaph have his hood up at the moment?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. Oh God, this.
He didn't quite
You
hide
seem
his
kind of-
face as much.
Yeah. Oh well. See, there's one thing I don't appreciate, and that is people hiding their faces from me, because I'd rather like to see the faces of people if, say people are going to rob me.
Ah, fair. He'll pull the hood back just to make it more comfortable.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. I could see your face. This individual I could not. So and you see him kind of just wave his hand in Felice's direction, and you see a gust of wind just blows her hood off. Hi. Pulls it back up to kind of. It's like I don't know.
She's a little shy. Don't mind her.
Oh, that's fine. I can see your faces. That's all I really care. When I did that, however, this individual had almost a gray-blue skin, more gray, and it reminded me of like the color of storm clouds. Had a bit of blue tint to it. I noticed like a flashing of light in his eyes slightly, and he wasn't too happy with me uncovering his face. He took kind of offense to that, and he kind of holds up his arm, and you see burn marks like a hand print on his arm. Give me a quiet zap, the arsehole did. He if I can recall correctly, because I had to go look up what kind of fucker he was. Did you know there's a lot of different types of Genasies?
I've read about it, yeah.
But have you read about storm Genasies, apparently?
Has he? With all his
No.
stuff? Okay.
He has not.
Now you've piqued his curiosity.
He goes,
No,
So, I had to travel all the way to Mages for this information. I went to one of them fancy libraries there because I had to figure it out. I did not know what the fuck. So I'm flipping through pages and I come across, apparently there's a small village or something in the clouds about 20 miles east of Dragon Peak. Apparently these clouds are always storm clouds, and there's a village of some sort in the clouds.
You wouldn't happen to know if this individual's still running around town, do you?
Oh, no, by no means is he. I saw him. He didn't stay long. Because he started asking these questions before I blew his hood off. He bolted, hopped on a horse, and bolted for the exit. I tried to chase him down. But he was long gone. He left the northern gate.
Does he happen to know when she's coming back?
Oh, him?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I didn't let him get any further with his questions until I could see his face, and he didn't like that.
That's reassuring. He doesn't have any of that timeline.
Well, if he's as, kind of glad I didn't actually give him any answers then. He was asking them in rapid succession.
If you see any sign of him or see her, you may want to warn her about it. And he'll tell him the same thing, that his name and stuff, and that they might stay in town if she wants to approach them at all. He's not sure yet. He'll basically let him know.
Well,
He's not sure where she'll stop first, so he's gonna just keep repeating this, essentially.
if I see her, I'll let her know. You guys are a bit more open and actually talking and source to me, so by no means do I expect you to inflict harm on a loyal customer of mine. I will definitely let her know.
Well, from what I have heard, I'm pretty sure she can inflict more harm on me.
She just seemed like the more magical type, so yeah, probably. No offense, probably.
Yeah, I mean, I can do some magic too, but, more defensive and illusionary, not so much combat.
Very fair. Was there anything else you needed?
Kind of look towards at least technically spooky, but I think we're good. Were they told where they were going to be staying at? And would he have been able to give both these places that information? And if they're going to leave town, that's what he'll come and tell them, basically. I think that's how he'll go about it.
Okay. He wasn't told an exact place. I will say Rosalind would have mentioned something about trying to find a place closer to the stables. That way, they could also generally try and keep slight eye on that area.
Okay. Yeah, then he'll just come back and let him know once he finds out what's going on. Whether they're leaving or whatever, he may just give a direction. Whether she follows them or not, who knows? So they at least know the last place that he came to.
Yeah.
Very fair.
Yeah, we'll go back to Jy'li. I'm a bit concerned that he knows her pattern a little bit.
She is visibly shook.
You want me to keep asking around, see what information's been given out?
You said there was one more place, right, Jay? Or was that it?
Those were generally the two, as far as you guys went to, that you remembered. The other ones would have just been odds and end stops, as far as if there's something like specific that maybe picked up or something, but that was a rare stop. It was mostly these two.
So there's two places that I can think of. Other places were rarer to go to, but I don't remember them clearly enough to know that.
Are they still, like, close to the apothecary at all?
It'd take a few minute walk as far as to get that direction.
Are they within, like, message distance?
No.
Okay. Are they going to be passing by it on the way back? Rosalind? Yes? No? Are they going to be passing by it on the way back from...
Yes, actually, because you would have had to go by the apothecary to head back towards the tavern area where the stables are. So yeah, you'd pass back by it.
Yeah. He is gonna double check. He's basically gonna send a message and ask the uncle if he had mentioned to the stranger, the other individual, when she'd be back as well.
What you get back is, oh jeez, voice in my head. I don't like that. No, he was a very brash individual. I didn't want to give him any information about sale. Where is this coming from?
Magic tricks.
Oh boy, I don't like magic.
Sorry. He will relay that to Jy'li. Then. So the guy at least does not know when she's supposed to return. As far as they're aware.
I don't. My concern is I don't know which. Because she doesn't know which direction they would have come from to get here.
No, you just remember entering through one of the gates. You don't remember which gate, because there is a north, south, east, and west gate. There's a gate on all four sides.
She's pretty sure they didn't come to the south. That much, because
Yeah,
you feel
the south would not have been would not have been a familiar gate to you.
yeah, because the forest. I think she would have been more familiar with that if she, otherwise.
Yeah.
So there's a 1 in 3 chance that what direction he went is the direction she's gonna come from.
Might I make a suggestion?
Yes.
Well, why don't we go to each gate and see which guards are normally posted there? Find out which direction she comes from. Maybe we can have them warn her if she comes early enough.
Or not.
Worst case scenario, she goes into hiding rather than coming to see us, but it might be the better bet.
My worry is if it's the north gate, what do you meet her on the way here?
Well, if it's the... Depending on which gate, at least we'd have a direction to go, right?
Yeah.
Why don't we start there and then we'll make our way around if they don't know anything.
Okay.
Trying to give her tempted comfort, like pat on the shoulder.
So do you guys start with the north gate?
Yeah, this is the way he
Okay.
left.
Cool.
I assume it's usually probably, even if they rotate,
Yeah.
somebody might recognize,
Mm-hmm.
even if they have to go all the way around.
So you head to the north gate, head in that direction. It takes a little bit longer. You get up there, and guard changing out then. So you actually have 4 guards as far as to you be able to question. So yeah.
Jy'li's gonna stay just back with hopefully Meira.
Yeah,
Do the same thing.
he'll probably ask for a bit of a description because they may not know her by name.
Yeah, she'll give you. Yeah, I'll give you a description, but I'll also just share the picture that I had
Here.
if I can find it.
If you cannot, I have all of my images for Echoes sorted.
I have it pinned, I believe. Yes, I do. Copy image, and I'll just post it. No mic.
There. He might actually kind of do like a minor illusion thing and just kind of redo anything that she tells him about it so that he can ask them by showing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Until it's close enough to how she looks.
Fair. So. Oh boy. Am Am I about to drop on how long? Drop the lore of how long Jy'li might have been dead?
Oh, good.
We'll find
No.
out, I guess.
Probably not.
We
Well,
have
she's
no idea.
it was to be fair, she's elven. So it might not look much different. So you guys go to the northern gate. Like I said, there's 4 guards for you to talk to, and you approach them. Hey,
I'm sorry.
yes, young man.
I'm actually looking for somebody. I was kind of wondering when she passed through this town. He'll kind of pull up the image.
Mhm.
Do you know if she comes from this direction or if she maybe comes from a different gate?
I feel like I've seen her around the town. Not while I've been on watch at this gate, unfortunately. Another one kind of pipes up. I've seen that one. Yeah, she passes through this one.
What's the direction past this, or what towns or anything?
You have Magius to the north there. I'm much farther north. You have a path that splits off to the northwestern direction towards Dragon Peak. To the west you have Wintervale. Not west. Northeast you have Wintervale after Magius. Probably a few little villages here and there, but any of the bigger ones would be them.
Okay. Did she ever mention what town she was from by chance, or talk to you guys?
That is the one thing I will say. Everyone must report to a town they come from, and she is from Magius. At least that's what she tells us.
Fair. Alright.
Is Jy'li listening through Spooky?
Yeah.
Roll me a history check.
He'll
Flat roll, no disadvantage.
be, there's someone else looking for her, and I think she might be in a bit of danger, so if you happen to see her, can you warn her about that?
I most certainly can. This wouldn't have anything to do about the weird individual that went running off through here on the horseback the other day. What?
Oh yeah, Captain Spooky? Probably.
Mr. Blue Gray Face. Yeah. I wasn't a big fan of him. His eyes scared me.
Oh, concerning is he headed the direction she lives at, so...
He never stopped and talked to us, though.
A few days ago, right?
Indeed.
How long is it to get to that next town?
Yeah, a day or two. Oh, but if he ends up finding her there, he'd be a damn fool to try anything.
No.
They have automated protection there around almost around every corner, apparently.
It's possible he's waiting for her to leave it.
If he knows, my cousin Lucas lives up that way. He told me, he watched a guy try and snatch someone's bag, and this big metal arm came swinging out of the side of a building, crushed the man dead. Just
no thievery, no crime. Got it. Avoid all suspicious activity.
The funny thing is, it's these indentations in the building. They don't look like anything. They just look like carved in metal beings, just carved in. And this arm just barely just crushed this guy.
Meira's gonna have so much fun.
I will keep a mental note of that. She hasn't passed back through here recently, right?
No, not yet. I think I've seen her on a monthly basis.
Yeah.
if I remember correctly. Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm usually the mid shift, so I'm here before night falls.
Odds or evens?
Odds. Alright. Well, we were gonna stay the night, but we might get moving.
She's gonna message Zaph.
Mm-hmm.
Can you? Because this I rolled a 3, so you got this. Ask about me, because like odds evens, would she even consider this?
Yeah, he's still got his head down too, so he's half elven. This might not be that weird of a question because they tend to look younger too. One more question.
Oh, of course.
She used to come through here with a friend, right?
Oh boy. Let's see. Oh boy, my memory isn't. Let's see.
Another elven woman.
Now that you mentioned it, I haven't exactly seen her come through with anyone in about 10 years, give or take. But before that, oh yeah, definitely all the time.
I wonder what happened to her.
Taking notes.
Not sure. I know there was a long stretch I didn't see either one of them for probably about a year. And then she started coming around again.
So something I'll have to ask for myself.
Please do. They're always kind, always acknowledged us as they walk by. Not many do. Unless, unfortunately, we have to search carts, but always a couple of nice people.
Trying to think if there's anything else he should ask. I don't think he would know what else to ask without just straight up giving it away.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thanks for the help.
Of course, of course.
Look at Elise. We should probably get back to the others and let them know.
Hey, yeah.
I'm kind of wave bye to the guards as he's heading back towards wherever Jy'li is. So she knows at least one of the guards will recognize her if he saw her face.
Yeah.
He's kind of checking in, like, how does she look when they reapproach?
Well, before you get back to Jy'li, Zeph, you see Felice kind of looking spooky, looking the direction as far as Jy'li and Meira are. Kind of says spooky down. Go back to Jy'li. I need to talk to Zaph.
He looks.
It'll be a minute.
Still white eyes.
It'll be a moment. We'll be back. Please.
He'll walk away.
Okay. She is going to make sure it doesn't follow as far as when she goes to lead Zeph away.
I don't think it's gonna attempt.
Okay.
Meira
She's
looks
kinda-
down at Spooky and is like, wait.
They
Kinda leads
didn't come
over
back
to-
with you.
Yeah.
Did you eat them?
No.
Everything okay?
Well, while we have a moment, your doll moved earlier.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Like,
Nonchalant.
moved.
I know.
Like, it's alive.
I'm very aware of this fact.
You do this, I have to roll. Make a check for her.
He seems not at all concerned.
Oh, she registers this, but it's fine. Oh boy, okay, maybe do some of these. Oh, it's a plus, and that makes it a 4. Okay, look, come clean. She kind of reaches down and pulls a necklace out of her cloak
Hmm.
and holds it out, and it's a familiar symbol to you. It's not the symbol of your family necessarily. It is a familiar symbol that it looks close to it.
Mm.
You're aware that the symbol of your family and stuff comes originally from that of the original, as far as the kitsune.
Mm.
And she holds out, and it is the symbol. Look, I need to come clean. I lied a lot.
Oh.
I wasn't banished. I was sent to keep track of you, and when I heard that group was passing by, I looked. I think I've been a part of their group for a while. Haven't been. I joined up with their group when I found you guys.
So why the change of heart?
Because my grandmother told me who that is on your shoulder.
Your who?
My grandmother.
Right.
Okay, look. The one who cursed your family.
Ah. I am not sure how to process this.
Sent to keep track of you, to make sure you didn't get killed or she's the key. Points at the doll.
Hmm. The key?
Making sure you don't befall the same fate.
I would rather not.
Need to get her back.
Let's see. Hopeful plan. Love my brother will have some discretion.
Okay. This conversation didn't happen.
No, it didn't. It's just a doll I enchanted, right?
Sure, yeah, okay.
Okay.
By the way, your friend wasn't far off calling Isabel Granny.
He was the one who called her that.
Wait, what did...
Zaph was the one that called her granny, and so Meira copied.
Right. Okay, then flip that. You weren't far off by calling her Granny.
Well, they are sly ones, aren't they?
Well, not my grandmother. Hers.
Huh. You know, in a weird way, this makes us inadvertently related.
Again, you cut out.
In a weird way, this inadvertently makes us related. I do hold the same bloodline.
Yeah, that's kind of where my convoluted look, I'm not as good as a trickster as the rest of them. I rely on, and she pulls out a pouch out of her bag. This, and she kind of pulls out, and dust comes out of it. That's how I make people forget things. Or change your memory.
Huh. Yeah,
Just
means I have to
while they're
watch...
asleep.
means I just have to watch out for you. Maybe you'll be the nice cousin.
Oh yeah, Grandma doesn't like him.
No one does except his mom.
Yeah, no.
Pretty sure he was long gone. Very young age.
We should probably get back for your psychotic friend.
Oh, right.
Who's looking?
Yeah. Kind of point back in that direction. Are you staying put and keeping an eye on her?
Where are you?
I'm gonna chat with Elise or Felice.
Spooky came back and then you guys didn't come back. I got worried. But
I'm fine. I'm a big boy. I can handle myself. Trust me, you'll know if anything comes around. You'll see an explosion. Like fireworks, but more dangerous.
fun. You're coming back?
We're coming back. We're coming back.
Before he gets back, because Trevision will be back in here.
And I feel like she's like saying this really out loud the entire messaging process.
Yep.
So we're in like an alleyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Is there anything like in this alleyway like that she could because she's with Meira and be like, I just need a moment. And she's just gonna go behind something she's not doing well.
We're just going to keep like looking where she went and also looking back down the alley like wanting to go, but she's
You know?
And she's not inciting that deception. Good.
No, she knows something's not right because she went to go hide, but
She's gonna, out of sight, put the portable hole down, pat Spooky ahead, cast guidance, and she's getting in the hole. That was an 8 wisdom save. And she's gonna hold her breath. And Spooky's sneaking toward that gate with a portable hole in his mouth.
Oh no.
You know?
Meira doesn't incite people.
That's fair.
She takes it.
What's your
and
passive
Somebody's gonna
perception?
passive perception. I think is like a 13.
What is your stealth there, Spooky? It's not great because I rolled shite. I rolled a 1 on the D4, so let's put that in perspective.
I know.
I rolled a 13 exactly.
Oh my gosh.
So that means you made it with your passive.
Kitty Wiggle!
It starts running.
Kitty! Just boom.
What is Spooky's movement speed?
40, and it is dashing, so moving 80 around.
Okay.
I could only move 60
So-
around.
Spooky takes off. And yeah, she's going to use her once a day ability. Because Felice has a 14 passive. And would see that as they're heading back.
And probably also see Meira trying to run after the cat.
It's darting between any leg it can.
She's going to use her face step ability.
Hey, where are you guys going? I'm just gonna start chasing after her.
She just kind of steps through. She kind of swings her hand and steps through a rift she creates. The rift closes. Another rift opens up directly in front of Spooky, about 20 or 30 feet ahead of him. And Flea just steps out. Hold. Please.
Spooky was given a command, and Spooky's gonna keep going.
He wasn't speaking to Spooky.
Yeah, I don't think I can hear anybody right now, can I?
Across planes, certain things can reach.
Ooh. Make a persuasion. Disadvantage. Because she's not thinking straight.
The lowest was a 17 on the die, so 16.
The cat
Like
will stop for a second. It looks like it wants to go, but it's just sitting there.
Eliana, you can hear me? We're gonna help you. She's safe right now. We leave in the morning with the rest of them. We all go to her. All of us and versus one of him.
Spooky will start running back toward the alleyway.
Oh, no, we're going the other way!
Alright.
Say that again.
Now we're going the other way!
It's Spooky, hold up.
Just gonna start unrolling the portable hole.
Meh.
Lisa's kind of just walking casually back.
Bad kitty.
She may have already caused a little bit of a ruckus as far as just Soup, soup.
He is tired when he gets back. Okay,
Mhm.
why are we running?
Kitty went
Climb up.
running with Thing.
Try to climb out of the hole.
I know. Probably wasn't good information. Are you okay? Don't run off.
I'm fine. I just didn't want to wait. I was impatient. I'm sorry.
He's gonna insight to see how she's actually doing. Tip 2 because he doesn't have great insight.
I think Meira will insight now to kind of get an idea of.
I rolled shit.
Minor
Whoa.
flat rules.
What the heck, Die? Okay.
Yep.
Hey, I beat one person.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's math.
Oh, Jesus.
By the way, that's a
Okay.
plus 6 and the guidance.
You beat 2 people.
Try not
Felice
to
has a
leave.
plus 4.
Try not to leave without us. Like, I know you're concerned, but we would have followed.
So what's really the problem?
There is. I feel like what you notice is just like a very faint, like tapping of the foot. Like she seems anxious, panicky at the moment.
Can touch?
What?
Can touch?
Touch?
Can I touch? You.
Or?
She's going to hug you.
Okay.
Is okay.
We'll get there. Alright?
Okay.
Promise, promise, promise.
You say it was a day or two travel?
We just need to get there before she comes back. Let's just leave.
Okay. Let's talk to Rosalind. Maybe there's something we can do, or maybe we can take shifts and travel overnight.
Wish I had a stronger message spell. Got some magic users around here. Maybe we can go back to the general store. I mean, if the order was right, maybe they have a way of contacting her. Maybe. Let's go.
Where's the shot? They'll head back, and that's go bother friend in store again.
This is the general
Oh,
store
no.
was what you're talking about, right?
Yeah,
The one that didn't like hoods?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think they might follow in this time.
You know? Okay. You guys head back to the general store. You walk in the door, and the guy's turned around, not looking at it. It kind of, and he, without turning around, he goes, "I welcome into the shop. Can I?" And he turns around. Help you Oh,
I got my,
you're back.
she's got her hood pulled up, but she's gonna, because she knows he's gonna want to blow her hood off.
Mm-hmm.
So she's just gonna point the finger up. Like, hold on, just a second.
Mm-hmm.
I have one more question.
Okay.
Do you have any way of contacting her at all?
I don't. I can do simple little parlor tricks like the wind thing and a couple water-based things. That's it.
You know anyone in town that would know her well enough to do that?
Well, there was the Mage's Depot that was set up not long back. But the odds as far as they'd actually know who she is, that's a long shot in itself, because it's not like all mages know each other.
What if I showed them an image of her and gave her the name? Give them the name.
Oh boy, it might work.
They also might know her. And they're from mages, right?
Oh, they are.
It's a little more known there.
All right. Well, and he'll give you guys a location to the mages.
Yeah, I imagine they seem like they're in more of a hurry now.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah, she's just
run out, but like do the thanks, bye. Oh, thank you.
I get the like she's not hiding that she looks nervous and is just following.
Yeah.
She looks as well as threatening as the cat does at the moment.
I'll head that way. What happens when they get there?
So you head to the depot, and couple things. The building is this definitely not like any of the other buildings around it. More metal based. Large steel door. Yeah, large steel door. Windows are barred, but the windows themselves, the bars are very close together, so they're like tiny little gaps in it.
Does it seem like a place we have to like knock on the door, or can we just
Yeah, the door is
go right in?
closed.
Okay.
And there's actually a pull string as far as coming out of the door. Not out of the door, but out of a section of the wall that is next to the door. You hear a heavy gonging sound from the inside.
It probably makes him jump a little.
Ooh, big bell.
And when I say string or rope, it thin rope. Like pulling that should not have done that.
Yeah, that's probably why he jumped. Didn't expect it.
It's like wimpy rope. Don't. But a couple minutes pass, and you hear the scraping of metal on stone as this door just opens inward. And you see a smaller figure, probably about 4'6", 4.5 feet tall.
Mm.
A kind of a heavier set dwarven figure. Hello? Can I help?
Hi. Is Jy'li kind of staying back?
She's kind of staying behind you guys at the moment.
Okay.
Mhm.
I was wondering if you could help me. I'm trying to get in contact with somebody who might know her, maybe? Or somebody
If-
in their mind?
Possible, I might be able to help.
Seems, Meira, elf, lives in... Magius, you said?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Meira. Elf. Magius. One moment. He kind of just... He motions you to follow him inside, but he kind of just waddles off.
Follow.
Mm-hmm.
Neat.
Kind of goes back behind the counter of the depot and starts looking at papers and stuff. He pulls out the book, pulls out a book and starts looking through. Ah, yes. Yeah, it's fine. Ah, yes, Meira. I think we can do. You notice when he's speaking, you're starting to think Common is probably a second language.
Fair. Alright. I guess I'm gonna be kind of blunt about this. Tell her, don't leave the city, she might be in danger. And that a few people are gonna come and try to help her in a couple days.
Okay. You see him kind of look up, and out loud he goes, "In danger, you are. Big trouble, stay put.
Pictures.
People come help." Okay.
Does she respond back at all? Or can he tell if she is?
He said, "Who is this? What do you mean trouble?"
He's
Oh.
everyone.
What'd you say?
Think I can?
Just tell her. Trying to think of how she, because she just says her name.
Anybody
Anybody
could know her
could get that
name.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
trying to think of something that only the only two of them would know. Tell her. Tell her. Just listen. It comes from A nervous wallflower.
Do you happen to mention what the danger is?
He'd probably kind of sum it up because of the way the
Yeah.
guy's speaking. He'd say like a hooded figure with a coin, Storm Genasi.
Okay.
Because maybe she would know who that is? Who knows?
Storm Genasi, go zap zap danger. Comes from nervous wallflower. My name Ragna.
My name right now.
Love that.
And that's it. That's all he says. He says, okay, Ragna. She said my name.
He's face bombing.
I will stay put. What do you mean, zap zap? Oh, I don't want to explain zap zap. I don't know what zap zap means.
Is there anyone else here we could talk to?
No. Not right now.
Damn. Well, at least they got to her. That's good.
Jenya would be here, but went off on recovery.
Recovery?
Recovery.
For what?
He pulls up a wheel. This is all that made it back of delivery robot. Went to go find other part.
Hmm.
I speak much better than Jenya.
Right. Not. Okay. Thank you.
Look. Look. I had to have at least one shop somewhere. And I put it in this town, okay? That was completely by chance. That was a 5 on a list of D6 of towns to put it in, and I chose this one.
Let's go talk to Rosalind and see if she's up for taking shifts to travel. Because I feel like Jy'li is not going to be able to wait the whole night with her being awake all night.
I'm sure it's fine. The person who
Your
doesn't
assumption.
sleep constantly thinking about that.
Yeah. That's why he's going to suggest this. He will go and attempt to find her. Wherever she is. I don't know if everybody else is following him, but he is going to go look for her.
Yeah, Mira's looking around as they're going.
Mhm.
No longer
Okay.
been given a job, so she's following
Oh,
around.
you guys are following. You make it to her. She's actually outside of a building close to the stables. You see Jerome on the back of a flatbed cart, just laying there.
You haven't already paid for rooms or anything, right?
No. Change of plans. This is going to be hooked up to the back of our cart.
Oh, okay. What
I
happened?
can't feel my legs.
What happened?
Well, it seems the only place that could possibly fix it is a dwarf and The other one was there, apparently. And apparently he disconnected something involving the legs.
Okay. Different problem. Sidetrack. We need to head out, if possible, as soon as we can. And maybe try to take shifts, if you're okay with that, to travel, because we have a very nervous being back here. As you look back at Jy'li.
Well, good news. We're heading out tonight.
Okay.
Also, well, we can just have somebody from our cart take yours when Zaphire is unable to continue. That's easy enough.
I might stay up and learn how to drive those. So why not?
Fair.
I feel like he's like done horseback riding before. I don't think he's ever driven a cart.
So, actually, I have to roll something real quick. Give me a moment.
Just holding Spooky, like, we hold it like underneath the front arms,
Mm-hmm.
and the rest of it's just dangling, and Spooky's just limp.
Yeah, he's gonna come and give us comforts to the
Oh.
daddy.
Well, I'm sure that's fine. Give me one moment.
Spooky looks probably the most comfortable Spooky's ever looked. Like, I am here now.
We
I
love
am
that.
hanging. I have no care.
Blip. Does it have the blip?
Probably.
Blip.
Mm.
Yeah. That sounds fine. I'm sure most people will mind having extra hand to help guide the horses. Just remember, if you start slowing down, that means we might have to take a rest or something so the horses can get back their strength.
I don't know.
There.
But we can be ready to leave within an hour. Risk and Bones should be back soon. Oh god. Tabletop. Work with me here. Let me zoom out.
No.
My mouse is being a dick and not letting me zoom. This is fine. Zaphire was going inside to get rooms was about to head inside to get rooms when we hold up pulling this. So he knows not to get rooms. He's coming out. Yeah, I was looking forward to a bed, but that's not happening.
Well, we can rest in the next town.
Yes. I would love to sleep in a town full of mages. Actually, it's probably safer than my temple.
It's
Considering my temple had its doors blown off.
apparently very safe and punishes crime very quickly.
I don't think Meira was told about that.
Yeah, right. Meira, don't try to start any playtime with anybody or you might get smacked and hurt a lot. They don't tolerate... Yeah, they don't tolerate it. Lots of ouchies.
Nuh-uh.
I mean, unless it's like a mutual thing, they might be okay with that.
The city has defenses.
Yeah, I imagine there's probably a way for it to find out whether it's just two people, like, agreeing for playtime. So you might want to make sure.
I ask if people want to play.
Yeah, but they don't always know what you mean.
I ask if they want to play.
Playing and fighting are the same thing to you. unfortunately.
You know.
That's different.
Yes.
Well, we can leave within an hour. We'll leave as soon as Bone and Risk get back. Which, actually, there they are. She looks over your shoulder and you see them heading back. Bone looks defeated.
Yeah.
Risk is holding this huge bag over her shoulder.
He is currently hanging back to kind of try to explain to Meira what normally people would think of what playtime is versus what she thinks playtime is.
Mm-hmm.
So she might need to clarify that more with people.
I can roll an intelligence check to see if she's catching up.
He will take as much time as he needs to explain it, to be honest. He'll use different ways if he has to, if it takes her a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Fair. I will say.
And she'll catch on rather quickly.
What was that?
I rolled an 18 on the die.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, it doesn't take long for Zap to explain that to her.
He's learning. He's pretty much learned how to explain things to her. Apparently, she keeps rolling well.
I know.
Yeah.
But so we will pick up next time with you guys leaving the town, heading off to Magius. I'm excited for this because I actually have a decent description for you guys when you actually get within seeing everything distance.
To clarify, I think he'll explain it as, okay, so like playtime would be like tag, hide and seek, the games they discussed before.
Mm-hmm.
And then fighting would be things like a sparring match with somebody, or, you know, beating them up or something, winning that way.
Hitting with a weapon.
Yeah, hitting with a weapon, using your fist, things like that. That's usually fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Things that can break people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when she asks, like, do you want to play? She needs to make sure they understand which play she's doing. That way, when they agree to it, they're not caught off guard.
And I will say, since this is the end of the session tonight, because there was a bunch of lore dump and things found out that it's fine. Welcome to level 4.
Woo!
All of you, including the one lurking and listening. But yes, welcome to level 4. I'm sure things aren't going to go badly. The closer you get to Magius, it's fine.
Oh, I'm sure. Great.
Don't worry. Don't worry, I wonder who that Storm Genasi could be.
I'm sure it's fine.
Oh yes, totally
If
fine.
there's something that, you know, Water Genasis have their water stuff, Fire Genasi's fire, Storm Genasi's lightning.
Fine.
That I'm gonna say goodbye to the stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
My stream.
See you at the raid, guys.